Today we'll be taking a look at the CURT Easy Double Lock Underbed Gooseneck Trailer Hitch with installation kit. The biggest advantage to having this gooseneck hitch installed in your vehicle is that you'll be able to obviously tow your gooseneck trailer, but this is also going to be a hidden system, so everything is pretty much mounted underneath our truck bed with the exception of the ball and the safety chain loops that come up on top of the bed. But whenever we're not using this, we can flip this over into the stored position. You'll have a handle located on the driver's side. Pull that out, turn it clockwise, it'll lock into position. Then you can grab that ball, flip it over. Has a little groove there, you'll want to line that back up. And then you can drop that down into place, and now you have full access to your truck bed so you can haul anything as you normally would, put a load of gravel in there, sand, lumber, whatever the case might be. It also comes with a rubber cap to go over the top of that to keep any of that stuff from getting down in there, any of that salt, gravel, whatever you might be hauling. So that's going to keep that protected, keep it from getting gunked up and any issues down the line. So you get the best of both worlds. You can still tow with your truck, but then still have the full bed access, so you're not really losing any space, not using any valuable real estate for hauling anything, whatever that might be. And then our safety chain loops, whenever you install these, you just want to get them lined up with a dip in the corrugation so they'll sit down mostly flush. And this is going to be an advantage over that old style gooseneck hitch where the ball was constantly up and it causes a tripping hazard. You might break something if you happen to just throw some tools in the back and you forget that ball is there, and then you might break some of your stuff. So it really just eliminates those issues. This is going to be a nice durable system. Everything is made of a durable steel construction with a carbide black powder coat finish. So it's going to be corrosion resistant, very durable. The installation does require some modification to your truck, since we do have to drill out that hole to allow the gooseneck ball to come down through, and then 2 holes per our safety chain loops, so 1 for either side of that U-bolt. So 4 here, 1 there. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. Our side brackets should just mount up to some factory holes in our frame, so you shouldn't have to do any frame drilling. No welding is required with this, so that's a big thing. And really the most difficult part of getting this installed is typically getting the rails in place. You have to kind of finagle them up in between the frame of your vehicle and the bed. Pretty tight clearances, tight tolerances there between having the gas can or the gas tank and all the other components, your suspension, all that good stuff. So that's can be a little bit tricky. And then mounting up the actual middle section, the head of your gooseneck, it's pretty heavy. So whenever you're trying to lift that up and get the hardware pushed through, get the nut on, that's going to be a kind of hairy situation. You'll definitely want to have an extra set of hands, maybe even 2, so that you can lift that up, get the hardware put in, and no injuries, no problems there. On the silver components of our system, that's going to be a zinc plating to provide good corrosion resistance. Has this nice silver chrome look. Also comes with a little rubber gasket to go around the hole that we have to cut in our truck bed to kind of finish it off and make it look nice and neat. Sometimes you might not want to install that. It is optional, but it does come with it. And then it also comes with a little guide to make it easier to get the hole centered in your truck. So whenever you have the head mounted up, you'll want to have this installed in there to give you a guide whenever you're drilling out your pilot hole to make that hole for the hitch ball to drop through. The instructions go over that in good detail, so I'll make it pretty clear for you. The other nice thing about this system is that it does grab onto that hitch ball with a dual pin, as the name suggests, the double lock. So a lot of hidden goosenecks will have just 1 pin. By having 2, it just makes it a little bit more secure, keeps it more stable, and keeps that chucking and any play in the system to a minimum. So that's something that I kind of like about this. You might notice that this ring is moving around a little bit. I just don't have it tightened down all the way. Whenever you install it, you'll want to run those bolts down. There's 3 little screws that hold this little silver ring in place. So if you're concerned about that moving around, it's just because I don't have it all the way tightened down. The truck bed does not need to be removed for this. Again, no drilling or no welding required. You do just need to drill a 4-inch diameter hole in the bed. As far as the hitch ball size, it's going to be a 2 5/16. The gross towing weight with this hitch is 30,000 pounds, and the tongue weight capacity is 7,500 pounds. You definitely don't want to exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight limit for your vehicle. If your truck can't take that much weight, you don't want to load it up just because the hitch can take that much. It's always better to have a hitch that is more durable or more heavy duty than what you're hauling, but just keep that in mind that you always want to go off of your owner's manual's specifications for your vehicle. It does come with a limited lifetime warranty from CURT. You can get an adapter plate to allow for 5th wheel towing. That part number is C60685, and you can also get an offset ball to move that back a little bit further, give you a little bit better clearance so that you don't make any contact with the cab of your truck. That's also sold separately. You can find that using part number C602. And that's going to do it for our look at the CURT Easy Double Lock Gooseneck Hitch.